Hello.
How are ya?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm tired.
You what?
I walked 3 miles today.
Oh lord. Let me convert that to kilometers. Miles. Oh lord. Oh, 5. I see. It sounds fun. Did you have music
Yeah.
while doing that, or just walking?
A mix.
Wait, what?
I had a mix of music and just walking.
Oh, okay. I see. I see. I see. I see. Why? What are we going to see today?
Uh, Probably me feeding.
Hell, no, that's not a mentality I want to go for. Where's the positivity?
uh, I lost it around the third time I kind of died.
Listen right here, okay? The right answer is that we're gonna see a lot to improve on. That's what we're gonna see today. Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Perfect.
uh, I've been maining. Okay, so some background. I've been maining support for about 3 years now.
Yeah.
I am currently Hardstuck Gold 3,
Yeah.
and I want to die.
Why do you wanna die though?
Because my. You haven't lived until you roamed, and then your 80 carries keeps pushing the wave anyway, even though you pinged it and announced it into the chat multiple times that, yo, I'm gonna fucking roam!
Yeah. I don't know why you wanna die. I don't understand your problem right here.
And then they blame me for their death.
Yeah, the life of a support is pretty hard, especially in not anything higher than I don't know. Yeah, but I definitely get that. Did you think I'm not prepared? I already have your OPGG opened, of course.
Just making sure.
I've already gone through everything basically.
Alright, you've seen my depression.
I've seen games that you lost, but I didn't see depression exactly. But yeah, I've seen stuff. Alright, you can just
Do
go
you
on queue.
see why? Alright. Want me to share my screen?
Yeah.
Alright. I can stream it, apparently. There we go.
Oh, don't click on
You
stream.
ready?
It's worse.
It's worse?
Yeah, it's worse. Cause it takes more of your PC, and that like sometimes causes things to happen that don't want to have to happen.
Okay. No share screen for you.
Perfect.
Alright, here we go.
I'm just gonna listen to you and then figure out the mistakes. That works.
Yeah. Do we want to do a ranked or just a draft?
Do you think I'm here for normal games? Of course we do ranked.
Okay.
The reason for ranked is that I've talked about this with another person, and that person wants to convince me that it doesn't matter if she plays normal or ranked because she plays the same way. But I don't give a fuck about that because like the whole atmosphere is completely different if you play ranked. So yeah.
Ranked is less toxic than normals, changed my mind.
Lord, I don't know about that.
It is.
Almost just fucking AIDS. That's I know. That's what I know.
It is AIDS.
So yeah, I
The
just
fuck is this?
exactly what the fuck is this? I'm ready for it. So what's the idea behind the coaching? Like, how did you come up to wanting coaching? What do you want to get out of it? What's your deal here?
I don't really understand a lot of the things just in the game in general, and I can't improve on my own because I've been trying for around a year. I could climb out of bronze and silver but on my own, but I can't do this on my own
What do you think that is?
because I'm hot garbage.
All right, all right. I see. All right, that's I guess. If you say you don't understand certain things, like what do you mean by that? Do you have like prime examples where you're like, yo, I don't understand that, I don't understand that, blah blah blah.
It depends on the situation. Like in the situation I need to go a tank, but I don't want to go a tank because when I go tank, everyone feeds.
Oh my lord. So the first thing we have here is that you shouldn't think like that ever. Um, like you can't. If you think that a tank is the best decision here, you shouldn't like change the decision because you think your team will suck.
The
That's
problem is, it's been kind of reinforced with how they play in general.
it's been what?
It's been reinforced with years of playing in Braum, sadly.
Oh, I know it's really hard to like lose that mentality, but like I don't know, it's bad.
Yeah,
You tank, fucking NP, nice. I like this chat already. That's pretty good.
yeah,
It's all boy haha lol talking.
yeah. Mm,
What runes do you go on Braum?
these ones.
Why attack speed on runes and not TDR? Or
Uh, I run attack speed on tanks just because a lot of their passives proc from attack speed. It also helps with clearing the waves in general. It's more of a personal preference.
alright.
We don't win this lane.
Why is that?
The Thrush is going to be better than me.
No, it's because of course because of the enemy champs are stronger than you are.
Yeah.
Do you also have a black screen or is it just me? Is it the screen share
Huh?
fucking up? Do you also have a black screen or is it just the screen share fucking up? Cause right
Oh,
now
what
I'm not.
screen?
I'm not seeing anything. I'm having a black screen on the screen share.
Do you see anything now?
Yeah.
Do you see it now?
No. When you're in game, you can change the full screen to borderless. That should work.
Huh?
When you're in game, you can change the settings to borderless. So it's basically then
Oh.
would work, I believe.
Okay, sorry. It's just, I don't know if it's the connection or just my computer being a little shit,
Oh, don't worry
but you
about it.
keep glitching.
I keep what?
You keep glitching.
Oh no. That sounds terrible. I don't know if it's me, but it shouldn't, I believe.
Did that
Oh,
fix it?
yes. No, cleanse does not work on Water Salt, but nice try. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work.
It doesn't.
Definitely doesn't. Okay. Wait, who got the kill? Oh,
E.
okay, it's not Lucian. Okay. Big rib. Nice.
Huh, that didn't punch me for that.
Yeah, I saw that. It's weird.
I don't know where he is. I kind of want to play passive until I can get a ward on that bush.
He should be topside. Cause he started bot lane.
They leashed him.
He's top lane. He's at your blue buff right now.
My bad.
I mean, she got hooked on a turd, so
Yeah. I should have tanked the hook for her, though.
no.
Oh. Oh my god, he actually punished me for something.
I mean, you autoed you once and queued you once. That's basically it. Could have also proc PTA, but he doesn't feel like it.
Yeah. I want to go in when I have Ignite up again.
Why is she? What?
Ah, she dead. Close.
Tragic.
There's a good chance they're at Drake, but I don't have wards to check.
If they were to Drake right now, it would be bad for them.
Yeah.
Why didn't you flash for Monica?
Me?
No,
My
Monica.
flash
No, no,
was.
no, 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 no. No, Twitch.
Oh.
Didn't you
Cause
flash on?
his flash. I'm pretty sure it was still on cooldown during that, and then he flashed away from me just now. Because he flashed when he got killed at the beginning of the game.
Oh, okay. I see.
I'm bad at landing cues. One day. Leave me alone, dude. Where's he? He wouldn't still be invading, would he?
He is bot side, that's for sure.
Yeah. They must have it warded. Oh god.
Fuck am I seeing? Oh lord.
Why would he?
Yeah, don't bother. Jesus.
I think I'd get out. I was trying to make sure reinforcements wouldn't come.
Bye.
It's my Ash dying here.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yep. Ease up there. Does Ash have? No. Ha! I win that Q battle, Thresh. Fear me. Suck my ass.
Alright, perfect.
He was typing, probably.
Oh lord.
This is risky. We don't know where he is. That would be a ribbon.
What the fuck?
Do not harm my AD carry, thank you very much.
What am I seeing?
I don't know. I don't know what this is. This is low bronze, I guess. I mean, just low gold.
I guess NA gold.
NA gold. We call it, clusterfuck. That's what we call it.
We call top 25% of all players. Yup.
Huh?
Call top 25% of all players. Yup.
You know, you would expect Lux to, like, expect these now.
I mean, maybe now she knows the cleanse does not work on his ultimate. She's gonna type it in a second. She's like, doesn't work, guys.
She knows. Yes, and every time I came trying to help.
But she literally just died 1v1. Thresh didn't get an assist on her at all.
That doesn't matter to her small pea brain. Y'all want to show up sooner? You pinged that you knew they were there. Why weren't you, like, ready? I'm actually upset about that.
Don't worry about it.
What is this idiot doing? Thresh sneezes on him and he dies. Oh wait, I can get an oracles. Yay!
Woo!
Woo! I'm gonna go mid. It is time for me to yeet the full strength of Braum onto a Mordekaiser.
Right.
I'm here! What more do you want? I can heal you. I can say you're a good potato. But that's about all I can do for you.
What the fuck happened up there?
To my knowledge, a tower dive.
My lord.
Lux, I swear to God, you should not be there.
Tell Lux to go ball in.
Oh, Ash is going bot.
Oh my god.
Wait, no! I mean, that would have been cool if it hit, but I'm happy that it didn't.
Okay, type in chat that Ash goes mid, Lux goes bot.
Alright, I need to
Orange
fill
should
out my
be here.
It's a me, Braum. Oh shit, why did Lux follow? Oh shit. Yo, can you, like,
Have fun.
leave me alone?
So how much fun did you have on a scale of 1 to 10?
12.
At least, exactly.
Very fun. I will be, doing it again.
Definitely a good champion design we have here.
I quite enjoyed my ride.
Yeah, you're getting old and like 1v1 without anything, any counterplay. That's pretty fun. That's
I
pretty
love
fun.
how it gives the ally, like the enemy that you ult, a debuff.
Yeah, also, yeah, you just lose like 10%, 20% stats. It's perfect.
I think it would be like, to balance it out, they should give the enemy that you like ult a buff instead of like a debuff.
We could also just remove the champion again, but yeah, I mean, that's a different story.
Yeah, but they're so proud. They're so proud that they just kind of push their new champion under the rug.
And they'll be proud till he destroys like the competitive scene, and then they're not gonna be proud anymore, because they're gonna be sad. Because then every team has a ban less, because they have to ban Mordekaiser. It's perfect. I'm ready for it.
Yeah. My Asherino Bambino is right here. I need to go top lane though. As much as I like standing around doing nothing,
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
I'm leaving. I would like to leave. I can try.
Surrender mode, perfect.
On the bright side, he used his ultimate.
Right.
Man, I love ranked. We have no bot lane.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
She just missed this fucking rapture. Oh my lord.
I don't think we can do it. Oh.
You could. I mean, actually, no, 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 no,
It's a me, Bram. I'm slow.
my lord.
Welcome to whatever this is. Don't you dare!
That's a big
I
exuber
do.
here.
Ah!
My god.
That was just depressing. I wasn't expecting to get ulted.
Very fun
On my
concept.
computer, in my computer, it always it crashes my game for a short amount of time before it actually shows. If you haven't noticed,
Yeah, I see.
so I can be in Mord ult and not know it.
My god.
And I've heard that my computer isn't the only one that has issues with that.
Are you saying Riot has some flaws? I don't think so.
Oh, I know, our overlords. Boop, 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 boop.
Are you playing on a laptop?
Yeah.
Because they're very unstable connection.
You mean FPS?
No, 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 no. I mean, your ping is jumping between 15 and 30.
That's normal.
Is it
I'm on
always, is it
Ethernet.
always wait, really?
Did my Ashe just stand in illusional? I think my Ashe just fucking stood in illusional. I don't know why he was pinging me. I was there. If I punched him, he would have died.
I mean,
I know it's not a bad thing considering this is the Twitch.
you know, you could have autoed him.
Oh.
It's fun.
Well, you can't say I didn't try to save her.
Right.
I like ranked.
Do you?
Yeah.
That sounds pretty sarcastic, I must say.
Are you calling me a fucking liar?
Of course not.
Nah.
Frick? I like that.
I'm
I,
just
I like that wall of text. It's perfect. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll show you the Waluigi on top of my, like, cabinet in a moment. I think you will find him amusing.
Hope so.
Oh shit. Really? You're going to challenge me? Not sure why they stopped it. I'm just gonna go punch her. We need a backup.
Your base is kind of getting destroyed here.
Yeah. I'm leaving. Do I have to ult this?
I don't think it makes a difference.
We need to push out side lanes. I tried.
Yes, you did. Alright, interesting game. Um, okay. So how do you feel about the game? What was the main point about the game we have here?
Uh, I was kind of out of it, not gonna lie. I wasn't really focused on the game.
Where's that?
I kept focusing on things that weren't my screen.
You're what?
I kept looking at things that weren't my screen.
Oh lord. But yeah, I've noticed that too, that you seem very disconnected almost from the game, basically. Cause
It happens when I get put placed with toxic people.
um,
Because I know from the beginning that I'm going to lose the game anyway.
that, but wait, so you think cause you get toxic people, you don't that I can't speak. So because you have toxic people, you already like kind of think that you won't win the game. Is that what you're basically saying?
Well, kind of. Most toxic people are really, really bad. And I'm not a stellar player myself, so it's not like I can carry them out of it. The most I can do is try to stay positive while in game.
It's a big problem if you don't play at your best anymore when you have toxic people, because in a game League of Legends it's gonna happen a lot that you get toxic people, so you can't really, well, you shouldn't like make your own performance depending on their mentality, because that will destroy a lot of games for yourself if you can't
At the
control
same time, I don't know what my best is. Like, I've been playing for 3 years. I don't know what my best looks like anymore. I don't know if that was my best or not.
I mean, you obviously do know because you already told me that you weren't focused on the game, so of course you know that's not your best right here, right?
Yeah,
So even though you don't know what your best looks like, you can still try to achieve it without knowing what it actually is.
that makes sense.
So points I have is I have one point is that your camera movement is very uh it's not really locked because it's not 100% locked, but you play very locked. So most of the time in this game example, it looked like you're just looking at
We
yourself,
don't win this lane.
and it really looked like you never moved the camera when you saw like the team fight happening or whatever. You never looked at things, and I fucked up. Oh my lord, no, I want to kill myself. Okay, I took myself so much. My god. Okay, I'll take this file right here. Perfect. Fuck me. Okay. I'll screenshot right now, and then I can show you certain things. You see everything, right?
Yeah.
Now is everything right? Wait. Actually, let me. Whatever. I'm over it. Okay. So, I have my first timestamp is at 420. Funny. Um, 420 is here. So, what happened here is that you didn't really read what your AD carry did. So, like, um, what your AD carry wanted to do here is freeze, but you didn't really read that. So, like, right here, it's like, you keep autoing the minion, but if you, like, don't auto the minion, then you're gonna have a better lane state.
Oh.
Cause, like, she didn't auto it before you did, so like she wanted to freeze it, I believe. And if you both freeze it here, then it's like a much better lane state for you because then Master Yi, who where you don't really know where he is, they can't do anything bot lane. They have to move up, which is bad against Braum because Braum has a lot of pressure and blah blah. So yeah.
Hello?
Hi.
Hey, Jake. How's it going?
I'm okay. How are you?
Pretty good. Did you have a good day today?
Better. I'm not vomiting anymore.
That's good. We just see some of the positives there.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry.
Alright, no, don't worry about it. But I feel like these things aren't that important because they don't really like. I want to focus more on the fundamentals of the game because I feel like there's a lot of lack in the laning and stuff because you don't really, like I already said, you seemed very disconnected to the game. You didn't really. It seemed like a lot you weren't really playing the game. You weren't more like playing the game. Like it didn't seem like you're actively thinking about what you're doing. It seemed very autopilot. That's a word.
Yeah.
The whole game seemed like just autopilot, moving around and like reacting to the things that happen as if you didn't know they could happen. So like, whenever something happened, you didn't like. Usually, when something happens, there's nothing really in League that can surprise you, right? So most things you can know that they will happen in 5 minutes before they do happen. So like in champs, as example, they pick Lucian. If they pick Lucian Thrash, you already know they're gonna play aggressive. They're gonna hook you. They're gonna go in blah blah. So in the case it happens, you didn't have to be surprised or whatever. So but the lane seemed like you didn't really go for this. Like the whole time it seemed like you're not really actively thinking about what the enemies could do, what you could do, and whatever, like all that stuff. That's what it felt like to me.
Yeah. That's kind of what it was.
Yeah.
And part of that is because I don't really play Braum that often.
Yeah.
I play him because we needed a tank, and it seemed like the best choice with an Ashe against the Lucian.
Why is that? Why is Braum a good? Why do you think Braum is a good choice against Lucian with the Ashe together?
Because Ashe and Braum have very nice synergy. I like how they can pretty much slow a target to infinity and beyond with all of their stuns, and I just like playing with Ashe as Braum. And against the Lucian, especially, since he has a lot of ranged abilities, especially his ultimate, you can block them.
Um. Also, thing I was thinking about was the runes because I didn't feel I didn't feel like you actually go for these runes. But at least wait, no, for the attack speed example, that's definitely a thing I don't think you ever go. But I'm gonna check right now actually. Should have checked already, but I don't think you go attack speed.
Not normally on Braum, no. You normally go uh, armor, magic resist. Oh,
I'm fucking okay. My mind's changed.
well, you take it on most support tanks like Nautilus and Leona. It makes sense on Braum too.
alright, yeah. But the E max, that's what I was very like wondering about. Like, how do you end up maxing E? Like, why do you max E?
I was autopiloting. I didn't really think about it.
Oh, alright, I see.
I can't normally hit my Qs on Braum, so I just max E.
But even if you can't hit them, like, there's like against, let's say, Illusion Thrash, there's gonna be a point where they close up to you in your face that you can't miss. Then it's better to have Q. Plus
You've
two.
never played with my Braum. I can miss.
Oh, but you shouldn't, like, that's like, so you think you can't hit it, so you don't so you don't even try. That's basically what you're doing with that.
Pretty much.
Like, shit. She's moving up here. Like, you said you should have tanked the hook, but she shouldn't have been here in the first place. Like, she could have dodged the hook if she walks downwards. Like, if she's fucking, look at her, she's fucking weird. What is she doing? But yeah.
See, that one was... I didn't like that because I didn't have my W yet. She walked up recklessly there.
Yeah.
And that pissed me off.
I have some more time since, but I don't think they're too important because I think the like these time since I have, they don't really matter because the whole point should be about you. The whole points about this game is not really the small mistakes I can point out here. It's more about the whole thing that you didn't think about the game. You didn't focus on the game. Like, it's really hard to play the game properly. Like, because that's what you always said, right? You don't know where your best is, and this game we can see that this is definitely not your best. But we can also, like, it's important to know that you're autopiloting. It's important to know that you're not actually thinking about the game. So actually think about your games. How often do you play like this, like unfocused autopiloting and stuff?
It's been like this for a couple years now. A year, at most.
Do you enjoy playing the game?
Yeah, I'd say I do.
So, what is your golden league? Like, where do you want to be? Do you want to get better? Do you, like, what's your goal with the ranked, like, playing ranked?
Well, one day I want to go pro, but that's probably never going to happen. So, I just kind of play it to play it now.
So, but, like, with the going pro thing, that's maybe a little bit far, but, like, you could still set yourself goals that are more achievable, right?
Well, diamond would be pretty neat.
What have you done so far to, like, let's say you told me you played this autopilot-ish for a year already, so, like, you not really I don't think you're taking the game serious enough for going, for example, diamond and stuff. Cause, like, it's like the mentality of League is that everyone can be diamond at some point, right? Everyone can hit diamond, basically.
Yeah.
Anyone can, if they try enough, if they, like, go for the good stuff. Of course, they're gonna be players. Yeah. What?
I just haven't been able to snap out of it ever since they did that weird roll thing. Where you would get ranked on your roll instead.
Oh.
I've been in autopilot mode ever since that. And I haven't been able to get out of it.
How did it start? How did you start getting into autopilot thing, and why?
Lost streaks, just so many lost streaks. I just kept getting autofilled 80 carries and it didn't matter because they weren't trying because it didn't matter against their fucking roll.
But why do you, like, keep being that state if it's like have you had a break of League in the time of, like, the role thing and now?
I took a 5-month break.
And when you came back, did nothing, like, did your mentality just stay the same?
Hello, this is Scott.
Yeah, the players stayed the
Hey, how's it
same.
going?
I stayed the same.
I think like the most important thing right now for you is, like, change that thought.
Okay.
Because with your team were toxin, you couldn't, like, you think it's lost anyways stuff. It's like it's all things that prevent yourself from actually playing the game, right? So, like, it's like,
Well, I knew that game was a loss from Champion Select.
but how did you know that?
I just had a gut feeling. Remember when we were in Champ Select, I go, we're going to lose this.
Yeah, why would you do that ever? Like, um,
I can tell based on my team and how they act in Champ Select.
you can't. Um, like, you can't. You can't. Right now, no one knows that you're gonna lose this game. No one can know. Unless someone of these 5 people is actively trying, like, to lose this game, like inting or something, then unless that happens, or unless they know they're gonna do this, they can't know if you win or lose this game. Especially in Elite Gold, right?
Plus, look at our champ picks versus their champ picks.
I don't give a fuck about the champ picks.
I do.
The champ picks are important to a certain extent, but an example of this game right here, you had a fair chance of winning this game. Like, team comp wise, I mean, yeah, they have the edge, but it doesn't really matter because I already said, it's gold 3. It doesn't really matter. Like, it doesn't matter as much as you might think it does, or like as much as you told yourself in Champs that it will matter. So like, of course they matter, but they don't matter to a point where you can say, yo, this is lost in Champ Select. Because
I guess you're right.
okay, yeah, perfect. So like, when you put yourself to the mindset that you can tell that the game is won or lost in Champ Select, then you also put yourself to the autopiloting because you think, yeah, it doesn't matter what I do. Like, even if I try 120,000% of what I can do and do my best, I can't win the game because it's already lost. So like, you gotta lose the feeling of that the game is lost in Champs. You gotta lose the feeling of, yo, this guy's toxic so we can't win. When someone's toxic, you can just mute him. That's probably the best choice for your case, I would say.
That is why I have enemy emotes disabled.
Exactly, that's a good way. It's a good start, see? You're already doing something for it, I guess. So like, you can just mute, like, whenever you see, like, yo, this guy's toxic or whatever, just mute him. But don't change your playstyle based on his toxicity. Because, I know for a fact, for, like, example myself, I tend to be pretty toxic when I play solo queue. Like, and I tend to be pretty toxic, but I still perform at my best, even though I am toxic. So, like, toxicity doesn't equal bad, because people that are toxic can still play decent at their best.
I feel like I've just become jaded from my years of playing support. And I don't really know how to fix that.
You gotta get a different approach of the game itself. Because right now your approach is you like the game, you might want to get somewhere, anywhere higher, it would be cool, would be kind of cool, but like, you don't really give it the passion, I would almost say, that the game needs for you to improve on it. Like, sure, you put emotion in it and it tilts you, it gets you happy, or like it makes you laugh and have fun, blah blah blah, but you don't really have the feeling of, yo, I really need to win this game. Because if you would have the feeling of, you really need to win this game or that game, then you wouldn't think in champs like, yo, we can't win this game anyways.
I guess you're right.
Fixing this isn't easy. Like, that's probably one of the hardest tasks that the game offers, because that's like the mental aspect of the game, the mental approach of the game is the most important one at first. Because mechanics and like game knowledge, all this doesn't matter if you autopilot because your team comp doesn't look good. So like, I could probably go into like 1 hour, like I could probably explain like 1 hour of what you did there and there and there, but I don't think it matters. Like, what I think matters is definitely your camera movement, because like you can see yourself here, right? So whenever you move somewhere, you don't have to look at yourself moving. Like, unless you really enjoy the movement animation, then you probably
I do.
Besides that, you shouldn't. Then you can like go into replay and then watch yourself the whole game, right? That's what you should do if you really like the animation that much. But whenever you
Just look at him. He just waddled. It's great.
Exactly. That's what you should look at. That's a real game right here.
He's just so happy. Look at him.
I wish I was him. But
So do I. I wish I was Braum.
I mean, you would be in a losing team then, but that's a different story. But so whenever you move somewhere, no matter if it's top, bot, mid, or enemy, mid lane when you want to int or whatever, you don't look at yourself. You will always look at their team, at people, and anything. Cause like, there's like examples, like this fight right here. Like you have no idea what's going on there. Like you're walking in there, like you don't have an idea what's popping off right now. You don't have no idea whatsoever. So like right now you're walking in there. Like what are you thinking right now? Do you even see?
My team is in danger.
Are you even seeing that they're fighting right now?
Oh, I know they're fighting. That's why I ran up.
You walk in, but you don't have like any idea what's happening before you walked in.
Well, I did know they were fighting.
Yeah, but you didn't have no idea where who I can't speak English by the way.
Who was
standing where? Yeah, that's actually correct. Well, so who was standing where? You had no idea where the HP bars are at of the enemies, where your HP bars like you can tell your HP bars. I don't think you looked at that. I don't think you were like going in there watching yourself move in the center. Oh, okay, this guy has so much HP, this guy so much blah blah. Like the same thing again. Like you can't like. Are you playing like? Are you unlocking your camera or like are you holding spacebar?
I'm holding spacebar.
Okay. That means you held spacebar for like I think 80% of the game. Perfect.
Yeah.
No,
it feels comfy to me.
Yeah, I also use spacebar. I just use it much less than you. So you should try to like play less locked, like less like cause it's not really locked, but in reality is locked because you're like this game you could have also just played with locked camera. It wouldn't have made a difference. It would have been the same. But like
I don't like locked camera. It feels weird. I like being able to choose when my camera is on me and when it's not.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like this game, if we go through the whole replay, we can like let's actually like speed forward and we're gonna see your champ all the time, right?
Yeah.
So like, I don't know if you always do that, but since you told
I
me,
do.
Yeah, so you should probably like, try to fix that. That's a very important thing.
I think that's also part of the here but not really here mentality I have at the moment.
So how do we fix the mentality?
I'm not entirely sure.
Do you play more games than League?
No.
So League's the only game you play?
Yeah.
Damn. Alright. I feel like you need like a good break of League, but not like 5 months or something, because I think when you took the 5 months break and you got back to League, what were your expectations about the game when you came back?
I felt that was going to be the exact same, and it was.
Okay, exactly. That's what I thought. So I want you to, I don't know, take a break of League for like 7 days, and in these 7 days, I want you to think about what we talked today. I want you to think about what we talked about today, and I want you to understand that League isn't always this toxic shithole, right? Like.
Well, I know that. I met my boyfriend of 2 years on League.
Oh.
I just assume that my team is going to play like trash because I'm trash and I'm in this elo, so.
But what happens if you go into a game already expecting your team to be trash? The chance of your team being trash actually, like, they just go higher, right?
Mm-hmm.
Automatically. And this puts yourself into, like, a chain of games where you already expect your team to be, like, trash and all this stuff, so. That's like
the thing is, whenever I get my hopes up, they get crushed down.
But why?
Every time I have any little faith in an AD carry that I'm playing with, they slap it down immediately.
But you're not as depending on the A carry as you put it to be. It's like, this game example is Ash is fucking this monkey, but you still have Twitch, you still have like, you can still play the game without having Ash. And, like, I don't like this game example because you're just like this whole thing is like, but like you have more to do than just play with your AD carry, even if that guy sucks. So like, the thing we have here is that
Whenever I leave my AD carry, I get yelled at.
yeah, fuck them. I don't give a fuck about that. You shouldn't give a fuck about them yelling at you. Just mute them if they yell at you. If if you made the right decision roaming right there, then you shouldn't care about them crying, right? Because if you know you just made the right decision, they can't tell you otherwise, right?
I guess so.
About your pathing, a thing I talked about recently with a student, basically, I told him about the path, and he was like, pretty surprised about the path. So, when you made your decisions to roam, you made them when you were in the base, but you could, instead of going, actually, I'm looking at league map, so, instead of, is there a good one? I don't think there is, but whatever. Okay, so instead of going either, well, actually, let me get Epic Pen, I'm professional, by the way. So, instead of moving straight down or straight mid, you could always go this path,
Yeah.
because then you have, like, the chance of going down or up. That's
That
always
makes sense.
So that's, like, something you should have in mind, because, like, it's very inefficient if you move mid and then you realize, oh wait, I can't do anything here, and then you move all the way down, right? But if you move
Yeah.
here and then see, and you unlock your camera and look mid lane and see, okay, I can't do anything, you just walk bot and you save like a lot of time. Plus you get like, plus out of this position right now, you have like the chance of, you can, first of all, you can roam mid lane, roam bot lane, secure vision in the jungle, like in the river side, and then gank bot lane, example, in a good situation, or like just move to bot lane. So like, a lot more possibilities. Okay.
That makes sense.
What else I want you to do is that you... In ranked, you only play champs you know how to play. So let's say your team needs a tank, and you think...
Well, I know how to play Braum. I just don't play him that often.
Okay, so yeah. What you definitely need to do is just to focus on the mental thing. You don't need to focus on like the mechanics and stuff, because that follows... Because that motivation, you're gonna get, if you fix the mental part, you're gonna get a lot of motivation to learn the actual game, to learn the game, and then we can probably talk again.
That makes sense.
So about the mental thing, do you have any idea how you can change that? How you can change your thought about the game?
I'm not really sure. I'll do my best. Maybe it's the same as changing negative self-talk.
Yeah, actually, yeah. When I talked to a person yesterday about the whole game, and I told that person that the person's constantly scared about something, and it opened the eyes of the person, because then the person realized that the mentality of the game has a lot to do with the mentality of your real life, or it's very connected. Like the mental part of League of Legends is very connected to the real life part of like mental states. Like, so your connection you just made is really good, because it really is like that.
Yeah. It'll probably get better once I fix my mental shit that I'm in Chicago for.
Yeah, definitely will. Yeah. I don't know what it is and stuff, so you don't really have to talk about, but like, it definitely does help. Like, it will fix a lot. So like, you just gotta, like, you gotta try to fix the mental stuff on this game, and like the stuff, like, and then you can see your true potential, and then you can start like improving. Because right now you could play 1,000 more games here and it wouldn't change anything.
That makes sense. Thank you. You made me feel a lot better.
I'm happy about that. I hope it helps. I hope you will get to change it and stuff, because that will be like pretty good.
I finally fucking understand what's wrong and why it's not changing when I wait.
Perfect.
Because it's me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem. Do you have any more questions about it?
No, thank you.
Alright, perfect.
See you, nerd.
Alright, have a good day.
You too. Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.